Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. This Saturday, there will be a great clash between two teams that have won the NBA several times. Los Angeles Lakers vs Golden State Warriors. And a rivalry between two stars, LeBron James and Stephen Curry, is also at stake. They are still elite players. All-Star starters again this year, the two have combined for 32 All-Star selections. James has the record with 21 individually. Curry is averaging 22.6 points per game and leading the league in free throw percentage while facing nightly double and triple teams. James, although he has taken a step back defensively, is shooting over 50% from the field and having one of his highest assist seasons. Regardless of today's game, the Lakers will make changes to the squad, and signing a great center is one of the priorities at the moment. Lakers want to make a big deal with the Chicago Bulls and sign 3 players. The Los Angeles Lakers could completely revamp their roster if they made this high-stakes mock trade with the Chicago Bulls. The Los Angeles Lakers are in their best position all season, sitting as the number 5 seed in the West with a 24-18 record. The franchise is trying to maximize its good results while still maintaining the same core roster as last season. The team's superstars are begging for major trades to give them a shot at contention, even though Rob Pelinka isn't thrilled about sacrificing future assets. The Chicago Bulls started the season to win games, but they need to refocus on tanking as soon as they can. They need to accumulate as many future assets as possible to give themselves a shot at becoming real contenders in a few seasons. They need to start tanking this season to protect their first-round pick from going to the Spurs while also landing a potential new franchise cornerstone. The Bulls can part with multiple valuable players for a big trade return from the Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers receive Coby White, Nikola Vucevic, Torrey Craig. Chicago Bulls receive Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt. 2031 first-round pick, LAL, 2025 second-round pick, LAC, 2027 second-round pick, LAL. This trade addresses all the holes in the Lakers' roster and allows them to upgrade their roster into contention tangibly. Instead of worrying about a star addition or making non-needle-moving minor trades, this deal is the perfect middle ground which sees the Lakers give up major assets but for 3 very different players. The Lakers have a solid roster primarily due to the presence of stars like LeBron James and Anthony Davis, while there are winning players across positions like Austin Reeves also on the roster. However, there is a lot of dead weight toward the end of the roster primarily due to poor free agency moves in the last 2 seasons. Despite that, the Lakers have kept themselves in the playoff hunt and could terrify the NBA with this trade. Nikola Vucevic is averaging 20.1 points and 10.3 rebounds this season, shooting an incredible 41.3% from 3. His arrival will finally give Anthony Davis the center he wants to play alongside, making the Lakers one of the biggest teams in the NBA. Coby White might be the best asset coming to LA, averaging 18.2 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 4.7 assists this season. The 24-year-old guard could have a long-term future with the franchise and will be a contributor even after LeBron and Davis are gone. This would be White's first chance to play for a real contender, so after a small adjustment period, he should be right at home. Finally, just to add another forward to this roster, Torrey Craig comes over as well. He's averaging 6.9 points and 2.8 rebounds this season as a multi-positional forward who's also playing minutes as a small ball center. He won't be a major contributor, but it will be a nice option to have behind Dorian Finney-Smith in the forward line. Both the Lakers and the Bulls aren't in the place where they want to be. The Bulls might have pretended they wanted to contend this season, but their roster was as far away from being a winning team as possible. However, they didn't tank their season either, stuck in the middle ground of being good enough to be a play-in team, not bad enough for the lottery, or good enough for the playoffs. the Lakers are on pace to skip the play-in tournament for the first time since its full-time introduction in 2021. They need these winning players, primarily a high-impact center and guard. In this deal, they get exactly that, alongside a veteran forward they can use well as a backup in Hachimura's absence. This deal works for both franchises and takes them closer to their respective goals. Nikola Vucevic remains top target for Lakers as Anthony Davis mounts pressure on front office. Nikola Vucevic tops the Lakers' trade wish list as they look to solidify their frontcourt and make a championship push. The Los Angeles Lakers are once again at the center of trade rumors, with Chicago Bulls center Nikola Vucevic emerging as their top target ahead of the February trade deadline. Reports from Brett Siegel of Clutch Points indicate that the Lakers are highly interested in acquiring Vucevic to address their frontcourt needs. With Anthony Davis openly advocating for the addition of a traditional center, the Lakers' front office is under mounting pressure to deliver. Anthony Davis has never been shy about his preference to play power forward rather than center. In a recent interview with Shams Charania of ESPN, Davis reiterated his belief that he is at his best when playing alongside a true center. These comments have added urgency to the Lakers' front office efforts, as Davis, alongside LeBron James, believes that the team is just one or two pieces away from legitimate championship contention. At 34 years old, Nikola Vucevic is having one of the best seasons of his career, averaging 20.1 points, 10.3 rebounds, and 3.4 assists, while shooting an impressive 55.3% from the field and 41.2% from beyond the arc. His ability to stretch the floor with his shooting and contribute as a rebounder and facilitator makes him an ideal complement to Davis. Pairing Vucevic with Davis would give the Lakers one of the most formidable frontcourt duos in the NBA. Vucevic's ability to space the floor would allow Davis to operate more freely in the paint and mid-range, maximizing both players' strengths. Defensively, Vucevic isn't known as a shot blocker, but Davis's elite defensive skills could compensate for any shortcomings. While the Lakers' interest in Vucevic is clear, acquiring him from the Bulls won't be easy. Reports suggest that Chicago is trying to drive up Vucevic's trade value by sparking a bidding war among contenders. Despite this, no team has reportedly offered a first-round pick for Vucevic, leaving the door open for the Lakers to strike a deal. The Lakers' trade assets include Jared Vanderbilt, Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, and their 2029 and 2031 first-round picks, along with several second-round picks. While it's unclear if this package would satisfy the Bulls, the Lakers may need to sweeten the deal to outbid other suitors. If a deal for Vucevic doesn't materialize, the Lakers have explored alternative options. Among the names reportedly on their radar are Jonas Valanciunas, Washington Wizards, Walker Kessler, Utah Jazz, and Robert Williams III, Portland Trail Blazers. However, these players come with their own challenges. The Jazz, for example, have placed a steep asking price on Kessler, rejecting multiple offers that included first-round draft assets. Both LeBron James and Anthony Davis have publicly expressed their desire for the front office to make significant moves. According to Charania, the two superstars believe the Lakers are a playoff-caliber team but need additional pieces to become legitimate title contenders. With the Lakers currently sitting fifth in the Western Conference with a 23-18 record, their stars are urging general manager Rob Pelinka to act swiftly. LeBron's historic 21st All-Star selection underscores his sustained greatness, but at 40 years old, he knows the clock is ticking on his championship window. Davis, meanwhile, has been vocal about his discomfort playing center and sees the addition of a traditional big man as a necessary step toward maximizing his performance and the team's potential. A potential trade package for Nikola Vucevic could include Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, the Lakers' 2031 first-round pick, and second-round picks. This deal would address the Lakers' need for a center while giving the Bulls valuable assets to jumpstart a rebuild. In addition to Vucevic, the Lakers could look to acquire Coby White from the Bulls to bolster their backcourt depth. White is averaging 18.2 points, 4.7 assists, and 3.4 rebounds this season and could serve as a reliable secondary ball handler alongside Austin Reeves. With the February 6 trade deadline fast approaching, the Lakers must act quickly to secure the pieces needed to solidify their playoff position and make a championship push. While Vucevic remains their top target, the front office must also be prepared to pivot if a deal with Chicago falls through. Ultimately, the Lakers' ability to acquire a player of Vucevic's caliber could determine their fate this season. The ball is now in Pelinka's court.